Target detected. All preparations are done to eliminate the target. No armor will protect the target. Death is unavoidable. Hello and welcome, dear Paragon community, to the deck guide of the Kallari build Eviscerate, an assassin deck which is based on the most important aspect of an assassin: damage, damage and more damage. With this deck there is only one meaning for Kallari: kill or get killed. But there are some possible variations within this deck for the more careful player. Watch the assassin doing his job when Repsplay aka Sonic is eviscerating the enemies with this Kallari deck. But first, before we eviscerate the enemies, we have a look inside the deck build. The prime card of the Kallari Eviscerate deck is the Warlord, because you want to deal massive damage at the late game and as an assassin. The starting card is the Stalker's Key, so Kallari is meant to be in a jungler with this deck. And the first 6 points will go into the Assassin's Award, and it's your decision if you want to take 3 major strikes or just 2 and 1 minor piece. My personal decision is always 3 major strikes to get the early amount of damage. Later on, after the Ascents Award, I will take the Drink the Spirits. Everybody will think, why drink the spirits? Didn't you say he's like a glass cannon? Yeah, I will take the Drink the Spirits until the early late game, or I would say until I'm full build, so I can stay easier on lane, farm much easier, because I get always health back when I get kill on a hero or on some creeps. And if you are more the careful player, this will help you a lot, because this additional 500 HP grant you a lot, so that you can play more safe than being like a glass cannon and dying when the enemies look at you and you just explode. After you fulfill the Drink of Spirits, or I always build the Drink of Spirits and then getting only the 2 health upgrade, so just 1 of the 2 healths, and later on I equipped the rest. After getting Drink of the Spirits, I'm going for Scorching Tails. This is a very important card because of its active. So you shred 80 points of physical armor when you hit a target. So it is very good with Kallaris, do even more damage. Later on, if you get fully equipped the Scorching Tails, you can go for the Damage Wind Carver Blade. I call it damage because there are 2 cards of damage and 1 card of kinetic in it. After you got equipped this card, it is you to choose the last 2 cards. If you wanted to go for the Crit Kallari, because I know there are a lot of people who say Crit Kallari is awesome, so I let you choose. You go for the Viper Bolt with a little bit of pierce and 36% of crit chance, and later on, to increase the crit bonus, going for the Blade of Agoran. After getting these, so you are full build at 60 card points, it is yours to choose if you want to stay with the Drink the Spirits, so you get more HP and a little bit more mana, or say, okay, I'm ready for the glass cannon now, I want to rape the enemies. I switch or discard the Drink the Spirits and take the Fountain Spike to get even more damage in. If you don't want to get the crit build, so you have to equip the Wind Cover Blade with the kinetic one, so you get a little bit more attack speed in, so you have a lot of damage, and the Void Steel Dagger. It is yours to choose again. Will you have the Major Strike or the Dire Pierce? From my point of view, if you got Scorching Tails, the 16 points of Pierce from the Assassin's Award, and only the 16 Pierce of Void Steel Dagger, you do by activation of the Scorching Tails destroy 80 points of physical and piercing another 32 points. You negate more than 110 physical armor of the enemy, and that's a lot. So after you're getting these wind cover blade, like I said, equip the void steel dagger, and at the end the decision is yours again. Drink the spirits, keep it or discard it, take the fountain spike or not. Just check this deck out, test it, try it, rape the enemies, eviscerate them, and let's see how much kills can you get an assassin. Find your target and kill it. And now let's see what will the stats have for us with this deck. Like you can see, we got 3 main cards. The Assassin's Ward, which is an important one because you need a ward as an assassin. So you have to de-ward and can see where the enemies are. Scorching Tails for the shredding of the armor. And the Wind Cover Blade for a little bit of damage and the attack speed. As the 4th card, like I said, Drink the Spirits for the more careful players, or the Fountain Spike for the more, would be the glass cannons. From my personal point of view, I like to play with the Drink of Spirit because I'm a little bit more I just go YOLO in, but I don't want to die. So I would take the Drink the Spirits, but it's your decision. And the 5th and 6th card, the 2 on the top is the more sustained damage with the Wind Cover Blade, the kinetic one, and the Void Steel. And if you say, okay, I want to play the crit build, I like being the critter, so you take the Viper Bolt and the Blade of Agora with the 36% of crit chance and the bonus 50% crit bonus. At the end, if I would take the sustained damage and building the full damage, so with only 16 PS, here the full damage, the Fountain Spike, the Wind Cover kinetic one, Void Steel without additional PS, so the full major strikes in, you're doing with this deck additional 292.5 damage. Which means your auto attack are immense. You can eviscerate the enemies till death. So check this deck out, play it, kill the enemies till they don't want to play against you anymore. If you got some ideas to improve this deck, just write below into the comments if you like this deck or this deck guide or the videos or the work we are doing here. Leave a thumbs up. Or if you got wishes for deck guides I can make for you, just write below in the comments or just write me on the Facebook page Darth Sorrow directly. Thanks, and let's say goodbye.